while since I did a candle review. Let's do a little itty bitty one that's like a real retro one from Bath & Body Works. This is the Pink Lemonade Pound Cake candle, which was part of the original Sweet Shop lineup. Oh yes. Oh yes. So this, in its size, retailed for $4.50 back when it was out and new. Can you imagine Bath & Body Works selling much of anything for $4.50 in this day and age? Especially a candle? I sure can't. Do you remember the last time they sold one this little was? I barely can. It's been a while. So this is, what is the size on this? Does it say? It might not actually. That's so strange. It mentioned, oh wait, yes it does, yes it does, yes it does. 1.3 ounces. It's an itty bitty. And it's still, even at that, approximate burn time, 10 hours for this little guy. Which is super impressive when you think about the fact that the full 3 wick candles, full size ones, sometimes only get like 20 hours out of them. This dinky little thing that only cost a few bucks. Half that. Granted, yes, I know, sometimes the 3 wicks can last 35, 40 hours depending, but low end, this is half of that. Just saying, just saying. So anyways, scent notes on this. A delicious combination of 2 classic bakery treats include notes of freshly squeezed lemon, rich cake, and ripe raspberries. Okay. And the topper on it is like super aged and worn. Part of it was on purpose from the aesthetic. Part of it is literally just age because this is an old freaking candle that's been sitting around for a really long time. Look at like how yellowed the sticker on the bottom is. I have some other ones that I have in fact burned, but I still have some in from around the same time period. Some even older. I have some from around 2010 that are like, I think the next size up from this, that I still have, that I have burned, but they still have plenty of life left in them. I may as well review those too while I still got them, you know? I mean, those were back from the Slatkin & Co. days, so I know you guys enjoy that. But today, we're doing Pink Lemonade Pound Cake. And this was a very polarizing scent, even back then, and in its re-releases, because there's no consistency across the board. Especially with the newer re-releases of it, but the original one, everybody's complaint was that it was so weak, it had no throw on it whatsoever, unless you got your nose all up in it. The re-releases, some batches are like that, some batches actually have throw, and you don't know what you're gonna get. So it's very, very frustrating, but I have one of the originals, although in the itty bitty size. Just a single wick, very off-centered wick, so this'll not be a nightmare to try to burn evenly, but I'll try my best. So most of what you get here is the lemon. Not surprising. I mean, what's the word that's the biggest in that label? Exactly! So, I am not at all surprised by this. I get a little tiny hint of raspberry in there, but it's mostly lemonade. And I don't think I get any of the cake out of that. Maybe once it's burning, but as is, I don't smell the cake. Or, maybe it's cake I'm smelling and I'm not smelling the raspberries. Could be either or, but I want to say it's the raspberry I'm smelling. A little tiny, barely baby bit. So, anyways, I'm gonna go light this. I'm gonna put it in my bathroom because it's a smaller room, so maybe it'll stand half a chance. Because if I try to do it in this room, even if it had some throw, I think being this tiny, it would get lost in this room and I wouldn't be able to smell it. So I'm going to try it in the bathroom where it's more confined. I mean, to be fair, swear to God it's not a humble brag, I do have a larger bathroom, but I mean, it's still smaller than my bedroom. So I'm going to try in there and see how we do. So, hold on. So, first things first, I lit it and instantly we got sooting. I am not thrilled with that, but the wick on this is curling over. And we can see the pooling is definitely way off to the one side, just like I figured it probably would be. And I'm so not thrilled because I know I'm probably gonna have to tinfoil it, and being this teeny tiny, I don't know how exactly that's gonna go. So there is that. But yeah, so far it's only been burning like a minute, so no real scent throw yet, but I will report back. So about half an hour in, and it's actually pooled out further than I thought it was going to. I mean, I'm gonna still wait and see if it does the thing. Maybe it's small enough to where just the heat of the wax around it will pull around and not have a problem after all, like I thought it would. But I did notice as soon as I walked back in this bathroom, I did very lightly smell this candle. The scent I'm getting, let's see if I can waft it. I feel like now I'm getting the cakey part of it. Let's see if I lean closer. Yeah, now it's like cake and raspberry more than the lemonade, oddly enough. Now I'm not getting much of the lemonade. That kind of just tapered right off. So I'm gonna let it keep going for now, and I'll update you guys. Okay, so it's been over an hour now, and is to be expected. It never pulled out all the way. It got closer than I thought it would, but that seems to be about where it tapered off. Now, the scent when I opened the door, this time I was greeted by a soft, cakey scent, a very light one. So, I mean, I could see where, yeah, in a normal-sized room, this scent would definitely be lost. So, I see what people are talking about here. It is very, 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 very light, even in a small enclosed space, but I am gonna go ahead and tinfoil it, just even it out. We'll see if it strengthens it at all, so I'll report back. So definitely a good thing that I was putting in all the affiliate links for my last video, because otherwise I wouldn't have had a reason to come in here and remember that, oh yeah, this sucker's going. So clearly it pooled out and completely melted, only with the help of the tinfoil. And even so, I mean, there's more of the sweet raspberry scent now in the cake scent, but it's mostly just like sugary sweet, almost sickeningly sweet, but still really weak. It's a very odd scent. So I'm gonna go ahead and blow this out now. Okay, so post-burn thoughts on this little guy. This is a strange one, and I can only imagine if I had it in the big size, how much more frustrated I'd probably be with this. So this is one of those candles that legitimately, after burning it, even on cold, it smells different than it did pre-burned. Like now, you virtually don't get any of the lemon still. The lemonade scent disappeared altogether. Now it's just a really, really sweet bakery scent. Definitely the cake and the raspberries is all that comes through, just like while it was burning. 100% different than how it smelled on cold. I don't know where that lemon went. I don't know if it's coming back out later at some point when it's burned some more. I have no idea, but that is the weirdest damn thing. I have no idea what happened there, but I'm kind of intrigued by it, but I see why people were frustrated by it. And the throw on it, it's weird. It's a super duper light scent. But that said, after I blew it out, I left my bathroom door open, and the smell did start to actually carry into my bedroom a little bit. Just little wafts of it here and there. But not heavily enough to where, like, most candles are when they've been burning. It's odd. It's really odd. So, the linger on it, yeah, it crapped right out. Not surprisingly at all there. I 100% predicted that. Cannot say I am surprised one iota there. That was exactly what I figured would be the case. So, I don't know. What am I going to rate this one? It is a complex one to rate because, I mean, this candle is legendary at this point in the candle community. It's so controversial and so highly sought after because it's so controversial. It's almost like that Roma pizza one from Bath and Body Works, which is disgusting, by the way. Do not buy it. It's horrible. It is horrible. It smells like literal puke. You do not want that shit. Just trust me on that. But this one, it just, I don't know. It's really weird how it 100% changes once it's lit and it does not go back, and that it's so weak and yet it can carry. So I don't know what's up with that. But what would I rate it? Well, hold on. Sorry about that. Well, anyway, I don't know. Given the wick is just so off-centered and it needed so much help to pull out, and that it needed so much help to even throw it all, which I'm positive is the only reason it even made it to my room from the bathroom was because I had tinfoiled it for so long. Between all of that and the way that it totally shapeshifted its scent, and how it's like just never the same again after that, and oh my gosh, so many things, and yet it's so weak at the same time. I think for me, I'm personally gonna go ahead and rate this a 2.5 out of 5. I didn't find it that great. I didn't think it was the worst thing I've ever burned, but it's not really my thing. It's a little too much on the sickly sweet side of the line. Wasn't that into it, if I'm being honest, but them's the breaks. So I'm definitely glad that I didn't spend like $90 on the full size of the original. That just was not happening. You do not want to know what I spent to get the little mini size. This was not recently. I've had this in my collection for a while now, but I definitely spent more on this little guy than I probably should have, but it was still better to me than splurging that much on the big one. So, I don't know. Definitely glad I didn't waste the money on the big one, though. So I'll enjoy, if that's the word we're looking for here, this little one, and I'll leave it at that, I suppose. So, anyways, that is it from me for this one. So as usual, you guys know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like me, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Etsy, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel, and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time, bye-bye.